There are two lies they tell you when nothing feels like anything anymore. The first says, you're broken. It's a disorder. Medicate it. The second says you're lazy. It's a discipline problem. Force your way through. One tells you to numb it. The other tells you to whip it. Both are wrong. Here is what is actually happening. You used to want things, and now nothing lands. Not the work. Not the win you used to chase. Not the things that once lit you up. You go through the motions and feel almost nothing. And from the outside, your life looks fine. But you remember wanting. You remember when things mattered. Which is how you know this flatness is not who you are. Carl Jung understood what happened to you, and it is the opposite of deadness. Your drive did not die. It moved. And where it went is the most important thing your life will tell you this decade. Because the numbness is not the end of something. It is the first sign of something. Let me say the true thing plainly. You did not lose your drive. Your drive withdrew from a life it is finished with. The energy that used to pour into the goals, the climb, the wanting, it pulled back. Not gone. Pulled down, underground, off a surface it stopped believing in. What you are calling emptiness is not an absence. It is everything you have, moved somewhere you haven't looked yet. Jung had a name for the life force in you. He called it libido, not the narrow thing Freud meant. Jung broke with Freud over exactly this. To Jung, libido was the whole current of your aliveness, the energy that makes you want, and chase, and build, and care. And in 1928, in a paper called On Psychic Energy, he named the thing no one tells you. That current runs in two directions. It can flow outward, into the world, into your aims, or it can regress, turn around, sink back down, inward, toward the unconscious. When the outward direction is spent or false, the energy stops feeding it and goes underground. This is not a malfunction. It is the oldest movement in you, the same turn a seed makes when it stops reaching up and starts driving down. That is what the numbness is, the regression. The life force left the surface because the surface is done. The goals you inherited, the life you were handed to want, the version of success that quietly stopped being yours. The energy did not abandon you. It abandoned the wrong direction. The world looks at that and says depression. Jung looked at it and saw the psyche changing course. And here is why it feels like dying. Because something is. The old life is ending, and you are still standing inside it. The energy has already walked out of a room you are still sitting in. So most men do one of two things, and both fail. The first, they force the current back onto the dead track. More discipline, more goals, white-knuckling a life the psyche already vetoed. It doesn't take, and they call themselves weak. The second, they numb the numbness, drown it, scroll past it, wait it out, and call the flatness peace. But that is not the calm of a man who has arrived. It is the stillness of water that has gone underground. Do not mistake the two. So if you do not force it and you do not numb it, what do? Understand this first. The energy is not lost. It went somewhere, and it is asking three things of you. The first, follow it down and find where it actually went. Something still moves you. It is small, it is probably off track, and you have been dismissing it. The thing you do when no one is watching. The subject you fall into and lose an hour to. The old want you filed under impractical years ago. That faint pull is not a distraction from your life. It is the new channel your energy already chose. For 1 week, catch the single moment each day when something flickered, and stop calling it. nothing. The second, stop force-feeding the direction that died. Every hour of discipline you spend dragging yourself back to the life that went flat is energy stolen from the life trying to form. Name one goal you are still chasing only because you are supposed to, and set it down for a season. A field has to lie fallow before it can grow anything worth eating. The third, let it be a descent, not a defect. The energy went down for a reason, to reach what you buried in order to build the old life. The part you never lived, the want you were shamed out of, the self you shelved to stay useful. So take one honest hour, alone, and ask the flatness a real question. Not how do I get my drive back? Ask it, what did I stop living that you are trying to make me feel? Then follow the answer, not the motivation. Here is what neither lie will ever tell you. The numbness is not the failure of your old life. It is the birth pang of the next one. The energy that turns inward at the exact moment everything is supposed to feel good. That is not a breakdown. That is the deepest part of you refusing to spend the back half of your life finishing a project the front half already outgrew. The man who forces his drive back gets his old life again, a little emptier every year. The man who follows the energy down gets a life that is finally his. And on the far side, the wanting returns. But it comes back pointed at something true, and it no longer has to be forced, because it is finally running where it was always trying to go. So this is the man on the other side. He is not driven, he is drawn. His fire is not loud. It burns low and deep, and it does not go out. He wants fewer things, and he means all of them. If part of what went flat is that you poured years of your life into a self that was never yours, a life built to be seen instead of lived, that is the deeper root of this. And I walked the whole way through it in the video on why becoming yourself makes you lonely. Watch that one next. But tonight, stop fighting the numbness. Stop medicating it. Stop disciplining it. It was never your enemy. It is an arrow, buried point down in you, aimed at the life you have not let yourself live. Follow it down. It knows the way better than you do. I'll see you in the next one.